Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Monday, happy first day of December. You guys, it's December 1st, 2025. Absolutely wild. I cannot believe we are at the end of the year. Honestly, this has both been a really slow moving year in some respects, and then in other respects, it has absolutely flown by. So another wild and crazy year. Honestly, can't wait to see what next year holds in store. So here's hoping it's mostly good things. So anyway, before we get too far into December, I do want to share all of my empties from November. So in today's video, I'm going to share all of my home fragrance empties for this past month, and then in tomorrow's video I will share all of my beauty empties. If you're not subscribed yet and you like these monthly empties videos, I do put them up towards the end of each month, sometimes the beginning of the following month, as in the case of this video, obviously. But yeah, I think that empties videos are some of the most beneficial when it comes to reviews of products, because you've used the whole thing. So you have a pretty good sense of whether that item worked out for you, whether you liked it, whether you would recommend it, who you would recommend it to, you know, if the whole situation was worthwhile or not. So I have a whole bucket of empties here. I'll be discussing the candles first and the wax melts last. Before we get into it, check out the description box. I'll put some links down there as to where you can find all of the home fragrance products that I am mentioning in this video. There will be some discount codes down there, any like pertinent sale information. I know that today is obviously Cyber Monday, so there might be some good deals happening. So check out the description box. It's gonna be full of information, so have at it if you are interested. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. You may have already heard him, but Alf is, he is chilling in my lap, and he is already sawing a log. He's taking his little mid-morning nap here. So if you have your earbuds in and you hear some noises in the background, that is Alf's free pug ASMR. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy that in the background. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into all of this this wax that I used up during the month of November. Like I said, I am gonna be starting with the candles first. I'm not necessarily going by brand here. I am just grabbing what's at the top. So we might be skipping around to Kringle, Bath and Body Works, HomeWorx, Sniff, all of those. So all right, the very first candle that I'm gonna grab is one of my new holy grails, you guys, and I just ordered another one this morning. I'm actually filming this on Sunday. I have to work all this next week. We are still in like a holiday mode, if you will, at work. I'm a florist, so this is a busy time of year for us. So yeah, I'm filming this on Sunday to have some things pre-filmed for this week, but I just ordered another one of these this morning because Sniff is having a 30% off sale on their website for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So I did place an order for another one. So that'll be my fourth that I have ordered. I already have two backups here, but I don't want to be without this ever. And this is at 30% off. This is a pretty good deal. So this is Mornings at Levant. I'm sure you guys have heard me, if you've been on my channel for the last couple of months here, you have heard me talk this one to death, especially in my weekly home fragrance roundup, because it is one of my new holy grail scents. I jelly donut love this one. And if you've been here for a while, you know that one of my favorite scents from Kringle Candle is their Reserve Jelly Donut fragrance. It's just a really incredible, amazing, delicious gourmand. And this one is right up there with Jelly Donut in terms of the authenticity. This smells, and I say this every single time, it smells like you're walking into an actual bakery, like a working bakery. You smell the chocolate chip cookies. baking in the background. You smell the bread. I feel like I also get a latte type note out of this one. There's a really beautiful creaminess here. It's just perfect. If you are a fan of bakery scents, don't mess around with this one. Don't miss it. I'm not saying it's going away, but it is so insanely good. I've said this before, but I am on a one-woman mission to get everyone to try this candle. I know that the sniff candles are a little bit more expensive, but I am telling you, the quality that you are getting is worth it. This was an incredibly clean burning candle, and I tried to like get every last drop out of here. So I even tried to light it after the wick clips extinguished the flame here. I still was trying to like get this to light up for like one last burn, as you can see by the little, I don't know, crop circles that are in here, I guess you could say. I just love it. It was perfect from start to finish. Incredibly clean burning. Perfect. Strength and throw, super consistent the whole way through. Yes, this 50-ounce size is quite spendy. The regular retail price is $125, I believe. So a little bit more expensive, but this also has an insane like burn time in terms of number of hours. I don't remember exactly. I want to say it's like 200 hours. I'll put it in an annotation here, but I'm telling you, this candle is worth the price point. It's a splurge, but it is a splurge worth making in my eyes, and I will never be without it. If Sniff at some point decides to get rid of this, I will have to, I will definitely have to make sure that I purchase as many backups as is reasonable at that point, which if you've been here for a while, you know that I've been trying to become a reformed candle hoarder. I still have those natural tendencies, but when it comes to scents like this, this is one where I would probably make a little bit of an exception to be able to store some backups if I needed to, but hopefully they just keep it in the lineup. Sniff, if you are, for whatever reason, if you are ever here on my channel, don't ever discontinue this. Like, I will buy it for all eternity. I will buy whatever you need me to in order for you to keep this around. Don't discontinue it. I would be so sad. I spent a lot of time on that, but man, I am telling you, it is insanely good. Okay, I just finished this one. This is the Slatkin & Co. and Elton John collab Windsor Garland. You guys, this burned really, really well. Incredibly clean burn on this one. Really lovely scent. This was recently the QVC TSV for the holidays with HomeWorx. They had a few different options. I did receive this one in PR, just to be completely upfront. This is obviously a 3-wick. It was paired also with a 1-wick candle and then a really beautiful room spray. I said in my review of this one that the price point for the configuration was too much for a TSV, quite honestly. And I think most of us would have rather seen maybe 2 4-wicks and a room spray versus a 3-wick and a 1-wick and a room spray, especially for that price point. I think for what it was at the time, which was like, I think $44. For me, had that been 2 4-wicks and a room spray, I would have thought that that was a much, much better deal. So anyway, I feel like the prices on everything have gone up over the last year pretty significantly. I don't really see a stop to that anytime soon. But I do think that with this particular TSV, HomeWorx kind of missed the price point factor. It wasn't a bad set, but it was just too much for what they were presenting here. But a great fragrance in this one. I do hope this scent stays around and that Harry puts it in a 4-wick, because I love this one. So this was a mix of pine garland, dried orange slices, English lavender, and fir balsam. I know, I said lavender and I said that I like this. I really did enjoy this, even though it had lavender in it. I don't normally like lavender, but this is a beautiful scent. It's a gorgeous holiday scent. Last year I fell in love with the Citrine Forest. That's probably actually in here. We'll see that here in a second. But that was another one from this like Elton John collab that Harry's been doing for these last couple of years here that I just thought was like an absolutely amazing fragrance. Really kind of surprised to not see that Citrine Forest back this year, quite frankly. But I also understand that they were probably trying to like come up with some new things. So anyway, here we have Trader Joe's Cedar Balsam. I need to pop into my local Trader Joe's and get the limited edition version of this, which is this cute little mercury glass jar. But these tins are fantastic. Honestly, these are great room fillers. Are these going to scent your whole house? No, but they will fill a room. Trader Joe's has a really clean burning candle, and I just wish that they did a larger format. If I could get this in like a big Mama Jama size, like the 5-wick hearth from Velispa, I would pay good money for that. This is a great scent. It's a very sweet balsam scent. Love it. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, here we have pumpkin apple. Now, I guess I didn't say this at the beginning of the video. I feel like I've said it so many times that I don't know that I have to anymore, but just in case, I utilize candle crocks and candle lamps very regularly as a part of my like home fragrance routine. My crocks are usually going 24/7. This one in here has actually been off for quite some time. I have a crock in the corner of the room. But the one in my master bedroom and the one in the laundry room usually are going most weeks. So this apple pumpkin I burned to just below the halfway point. It dudded out on me. Then I plopped this one into the candle crock that was in my master bedroom. If you're wondering what I did with the rest of the wax, because you see that that wax is missing, when you warm a candle either under a lamp or in a crock, the wax is never going to dissipate. The wax only dissipates when you take a flame to the wicks. That's how that wax like disappears into the air, I guess, magically. But yeah, it'll not dissipate when you have it just warming under a lamp or in a crock. So there's a video in the description box where I show you what I do with my leftover wax. I make fire starters. There's a few videos that I have linked down below. So yeah, check those out if you're interested, but I really like this one. It's also another fragrance from Bath & Body Works that I definitely will utilize during the holidays as well. It's a really nice pumpkin apple scent. It's delightful. I'm sure you've tried it. Get another one for the holidays. It's perfect. So, all right, here we have cinnamon apple wreath from Kringle. Burn this one all the way down. You guys, this one is amazing. It's a really beautiful gourmand. The picture might throw you off a little bit because it looks like it might be a, maybe like it has some tree notes in it, but it doesn't. The notes here are baked red apple, cinnamon stick, sparkling mandarin, clove bud, mulled cranberry, sugared berries, warm woods, vanilla bean, golden amber. This is 100% gourmand. It's amazing. If you really want to get the most out of this one, I would say get a 4-wick, although this 2-wick performed just fine for me. But the next time that I order this, it'll be in the 4-wick format. By the way, my Kringle order has still not shipped, and I bet a lot of yours from this whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday situation. I've already gotten an email from them warning me that they are behind on orders. This is pretty typical when they have a substantial sale like this. So just prepare yourself for that if you are going to be placing an order from Kringle here in the next day or two. They are going to be catching up from these holiday orders, I think the first week of December. So I have other candles I can burn, so that's just fine. But you know, just if you are going to be ordering from them, they're a smaller, bigger candle company, I guess you could say, but they have a pretty small shipping team. So for better or for worse, listen, those people work very hard. I love the Kringle shipping team, but they also can only do so much. So have some grace with people this year. I feel like a lot of us are running low on patience and grace these days, and I know that I constantly have to remind myself, like, okay, it's okay. Sometimes things around the holidays are just a little slower. Maybe, you know, maybe that should be intentional. We just kind of slow our roll a little bit and we simmer down. This goes for other companies as well. I'm sure there are other like smaller businesses out there that are just like rushing to get all of these orders out, because at this point I feel like most of us are shopping online for holiday stuff. I mean, raise your hand if you make it a goal to go into stores to maybe shop locally. I definitely do try to do that, but it is so convenient to just pop onto a website and have something show up at your house, especially if the company is like, hey, we'll ship it for free, right? Like, makes it really hard to want to go in store, but I still try to do that myself. All right, anyway, I finished the Kringle Reserve Jolly Gingerbread. I kept burning this and burning it and burning it for the last couple weeks because I fell in love with this one, you guys. This is so good. This, to me, is what gingerbread should be. It smells more like a soft European gingerbread versus like a kind of sharper, like ginger snap cookie type situation. So the notes for this one were baked gingerbread accord, creamy butter, cinnamon clove, nutmeg, ginger, sweet light cream, and vanilla bean. I think there was just a lot of creaminess in this one, a lot of vanilla, and it really toned down the gingerbread note to the point where it just made it so enjoyable for me. I love this. I hope this sticks around for next holiday season as well, because I would absolutely order another. This is the Kringle gingerbread for me. I love it. It's delightful. Okay, this is something that I used primarily in the crock in here towards the beginning of November. This is the Kringle Spellbound Sacred Protection. And this is actually, this was a tree scented candle. The notes on this one were evergreen, aldehydic, cedarwood, fir needle, sage wood, incense, amber, wood smoke, and balsam. So yeah, I don't have much fragrance left in here at all, but this definitely was more of a cool, outdoorsy type of holiday tree scent. It kind of surprised me that they put this out in a Halloween collection, but I definitely enjoyed warming it in here. I think it smelled a little bit warmer, a little bit more cozy when I was warming it in the crock versus when I had it lit. Sometimes that can happen. Sometimes I actually prefer how candles smell when I am warming them in a crock versus when I'm burning them. That can make a difference. All right, we've got some more HomeWorx here. Here we have Autumn Pumpkin, which is one of my staples from HomeWorx for the holidays. I just love it. By the way, I keep all of these older, nicer metal lids. This one is a gold tone here. I'm gonna actually take this off and put it to the side because that needs to go on my harvest leaves, which I'm currently burning downstairs, actually. Yeah, I love this one. This particular Autumn Pumpkin, oh, by the way, this one was from 2018. This was from like back in the day. So pumpkin, orange, cardamom, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg. Also a great holiday fragrance. So if you need something that has some pumpkin in it, that's really warm, really cozy, check that out. You guys ready for another big mama jama? Okay, here we have Kringle Warm and Toasty, which I just love so much. Gorgeous, gorgeous burn here. Warm and Toasty is not going to be for everybody. In fact, I would say most people that smell this one, they're like, ooh, hard pass. Don't love that. Whoa, everything is collapsing. It's fine. It's in the bucket. Yeah, Warm and Toasty is a very smoky, very sweet marshmallow. Real emphasis on the smoke here though. Way smokier than Marshmallow Fireside. So if you are wanting to try this one, I am always going to advocate that you try either a daylight or a wax melt first. You don't want to start with a big 2-wick. You do not want to start with the 4-wick. First of all, the 4-wick is very potent, so quite strong. And this one had an incredible burn, like I said, perfect strength and throw from start to finish. But yeah, it's a lot. This is a lot, and if you don't like that smoky note, you're gonna hate your experience with this one. That'll be one of those where you're like, I shouldn't have done that. And you're gonna think, who can I palm this candle off on? Who's gonna like this? And I don't know, you might not have anyone that wants it. So just try the daylight first, I'm warning you. All right, here's that citrine forest, which also burned incredibly well. I just wish, I personally wish that HomeWorx would stop with the 3 wicks. I just really prefer this 4 wick format from them. It's bigger, it gives me more fragrance output. These fit better on all of my HomeWorx pedestals. I mean, these look nice too, but I don't know, I'm a 4 wick girl. I really am. I do love this green glass though, and in fact, you know what? Are these the same green? Well, would you look at that? I have a matching pair. They're pretty much the same, right? This one might be a little darker, but almost the same, right? Are my eyeballs deceiving me? I think this one might be a little bit darker green, but very similar. Just beautiful. Pretty. But then these lids, I don't like them. I wish they would switch the lids back too. I have a video coming up towards the end of December here that I have been thinking about doing for a while. Just some thoughts that I have, some things that I would like to see this next year from some of my favorite candle companies. So this is a video I've been mulling over for quite some time, and I think doing it at the end of the year will be kind of fun, and then comparing that with what, you know, all of the candle companies are actually going to be putting out, and it will be fascinating. Sorry, that just scared this guy out of his neck. He shot up like nobody's business. Okay, you guys, holiday roast. First of all, I burned this one to well below the halfway point, and then the last little bit I did melt. I melted this for, I think, just over 2 weeks. This was part of the Christmas reserve, along with the Jolly Gingerbread here. I don't think most people cared for this one either. It's kind of been interesting this year because a lot of times I definitely agree with most people when it comes to Kringle putting out scents that are like, maybe not everybody's cup of tea. Most of the time I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really like that either. But this one was so different for me. I really love this one, and I have a feeling Kringle is going to clearance it out after the holidays, and I will be swooping in and snatching this up, hopefully at a really nice discount, because no one liked it. I think I am one of the very few people that like this one. The notes here, when I read them to you, you'll be able to see right away why most people were like, oh, what is going on here? Espresso, cocoa bean, wood, tobacco, as in tobacco, musk, leather, and spice. I know, it sounds horrific in some ways. And some people, you know, did decide to order it and then said, yes, this is horrific. I love it so much. I think this one is fantastic. So for me, I'll be getting more of this. I know they're gonna wanna like clearance this one out. So I am just biding my time until I can get a really good price point on this one, because I will be swooping in. It's okay if you don't, but do know that if I ever invite you to my house, there could be a good chance that this is like melting in the background, because I really love this one in the crock. So you might be horrified by what the house smells like. So anyway, sorry about the lighting. The sun is like right over there, which is annoying. We're just gonna go with it. It doesn't matter, we're talking candles. All right, here, oh, the Little Devil. This is the kitty cat Little Devil from the Boo Crew this past year. This was just a really spicy pumpkin scent, but really with this collection, it was all about the labels. The fragrance itself, great, loved it. Very spicy pumpkin. Hopefully I have the other one in here as well. I do. Here is little kitty cat's friend, little devil. I believe his name is Ruckus. I think that's what Kringle named this little guy, but you guys, it's a pug. This is a pug puppy. You can't tell me that that's not a pug puppy. Oh no, is my camera doing this like focusing thing? Hold on, how do I turn that off? Oh, hold on. Oh no, what have I done? I'll be right back. Okay, couple things. I think I fixed the tracking and then I flipped myself around to face the window. Hopefully this helps the lighting situation. I don't know if it does. Also, enjoy the view of my treadmill. Her name is Gladys. So, okay, I left off talking about the Little Devil puppy and kitty. Yeah. Did I say that both of these had the same fragrance? Yeah, they both had the same fragrance, just different labels. I was a bigger fan of the, obviously, puppy label because this looks like a pug puppy to me. Kind of reminds me of Penny when she was a little pug puppy. So anyway, love this. I hope that the Boo Crew comes back this next year. Just a really, really cute collection for Halloween. Kringle really does knock Halloween out of the park. That's for sure. That is their strong suit. Okay, what is next? Okay, here we go. Found it. This is Hot Cider Donut from, again, HomeWorx. This one here is from 2019, so this is another older one from my collection. And Hot Cider Donut smells exactly like a fresh hot cider donut. This one definitely gives you a little bit of that like greasy donut vibe, but there's a lot of cinnamon and sugar in this one. You get that fried dough. It's delicious. This is a delicious candle. I will say the last burn on this one was a little weird and funky. The wick clips extinguished themselves on 2 of these and then a third, and then the other one I just couldn't get lit. Like this one over here, this wick would not stay lit, but this was the end of the candle essentially, so I was just trying to get this one to cooperate and she would not. So anyway, for what it's worth, this was delicious. I think I still have 1 or 2 more because yeah, my HomeWorx candle collection, still working on whittling that one down for the month of December here. And then at the end of the month, I think I'm going to be at a place where I am very comfortable with the amount of HomeWorx backup candles that I have. So I will definitely be sharing a candle collection update at the start of the year. I like to hold myself accountable by showing you guys what I have brought into my collection over the past year. I obviously show you guys every single month what I, am finishing up, but it's always kind of interesting to see how the collection like fluctuates. I would say right now, I bought quite a bit from Kringle this past year, and I probably need to rein that in a little bit. I did pretty good with Bath & Body Works this year. I think I did pretty okay with Scentsy. And some of the other like ancillary, more expensive candle companies. I tend to not like bring in as many of those, so those don't tend to be as much of an issue. But yeah, I think it's always good to like reevaluate where you're at with your various hobbies. Whether you're overdoing it or whether you're kind of on track. Yeah, so anyway, okay, Christmas time in the city. Here's a medium jar. I bought, I think, like 7 or 8 of these when this went on clearance earlier in 2025. I love this one so much. This is one of the prettiest fragrances that Kringle has put out for the holidays. And I think a lot of people initially skipped it because the notes just didn't, there were just a lot of notes and it was just kind of, it sounded a little bit overwhelming maybe. But you have to experience the fragrance. It's just magical. There's actually lavender in here as well, and I loved it. I love this fragrance. Now, Kringle did say that originally they were not gonna bring this one along to transfer over to the these jars here. They are moving a lot of these country candle scents over to the 2-wick tumblers, but they were not going to originally move this one over, and then I was like, oh, you cannot not do that. And I think a lot of people actually did end up contacting Kringle in one way or another, and Mick did come back and say, okay, well, it sounds like obviously there is a market for this one, so we'll work on bringing it back. It's not going to happen this holiday season, but mark my words, I'm going to hold them accountable. This next holiday season, Mick needs to bring this one back or else. I think he's gonna have a riot on his hands. It's so beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, Acorn Lane, which is just chestnut and clove repackaged. So I finished one of these, burned this one, burned quite perfectly actually, except for one little scorch mark over here. And then I started a second one and I dropped that. I dropped it. Shattered all over the floor. Had cuts like on the side of my toe from where the glass just like, I guess, bounced off the floor and straight into my foot. That was fun. That actually happened while I was filming a video and I was like, perfect. This is exactly what needs to be happening right now. Anyway, got it cleaned up. I extricated all of the wax from what was left of the, not all of the wax, all of the glass shards out of the wax chunk that was left. And I melted it. I melted it in my Scentsy warmers. And you know what? My 25-watt warmers melted this Bath & Body Works wax like a champ. And it did great in my Scentsy warmers for multiple days. Makes me honestly want to melt more. Just, you know, like take the wax out and just melt it. But also this one just burns really well. I don't love this packaging at this point in the year because I'm in holiday mode, but I do have a couple more backups of this one. So I'll be burning probably at least one more of these in the month of December here. And then the other ones I'll save until next holiday season, just in case it doesn't come back next year. So you know what else I'm missing while we're here talking about Bath & Body Works? Where is Merry Mistletoe? Why has Merry Mistletoe not come back on a regular basis from Bath & Body Works? That's a great scent. What are you missing from Bath & Body Works? Really, for me, the nutmeg and spice, and then the Merry Mistletoe. It'd be great if they could bring those back. Okay, the other Bath & Body Works candle that we have here that I did melt partially was Marshmallow Fireside. You guys, this Marshmallow Fireside was so weak this year. This candle is never weak. Honestly, a lot of these fall candles, this was the exception. This was quite potent, but even the pumpkin apple, I think, was lighter than what it should have been. We all know what this smells like. It's a slightly smoky vanilla marshmallowy scent. It's delightful. Definitely would recommend. And then we have one more candle, and you guys, this one, I love this. I'll be buying it again for next year. It's a Voluspa, so obviously this one here it's a little spendy. I didn't pay full price for this because I bought this towards the beginning of the after holiday sales this last year, so 2024 going into 2025. This was on clearance for I think like 35 bucks on some random website, and I was like, yes please, I'll take a 3-wick. Came with a gorgeous lid. Did I tell you what this is? It's the spiced pumpkin latte from Voluspa. It's one of their 3 wicks. I love this. I will be keeping this jar because one, it would make a beautiful floral vase, and also it's nice glass. So, geez, Guy. He is sawing a log over here. I really hope you guys can hear it. I'm pretty sure you can. Anyway, if you've never tried that spiced pumpkin latte, you absolutely should. So, all right, we've got some wax melts in here. I'm gonna try to go through these as quickly as possible. Some of these I have multiples, so. Okay, first, Cozy Kitchen. This is a really nice, just spicy bakery scent. I had this left over from a couple of years ago, I think. It's really good. I love the spices in here. This one has a lot of nutmeg, and I love that nutmeg. Also, I feel like there's some cardamom in this one as well. This was stunning, and I'm glad that I saved it, but also glad that I finally decided to use it up. So anyway, this is delightful. If you can get your hands on this in the future, you should. You definitely should. Pumpkin honey spice. This is new to the catalog this year. I think this was part of like the fall releases. I like this one, but you know what? I did not like it as much as, and I hope I can find it really quickly here because I want to compare them. Oh, the Buttered Pumpkin Dream. Lots of pumpkin scents from Scentsy. This is the pumpkin scent that I would say, go and get this now. Enjoy this also for the holidays. Like, this was fine. It's fine. I'll probably not reorder this one, and I don't know that that one will come back. But I think someone said that most people love that scent more than they love this. And I can't understand that at all, because this is amazing. This is really rich, really buttery. There's a really warm pumpkin note here. And then a gorgeous, perfect chestnut note. You gotta try this one. So specifically, buttered pumpkin dream, not browned pumpkin butter. There's another one with another similar name, but this is the one you want. Buttered pumpkin dream. There we go. Okay. Scentspirations, gingerbread buttercream. This was delightful. It didn't last very long. It's fine. Listen, I like the Jolly Gingerbread from Kringle better than this. Like, I'm still picky about gingerbread, but I think this was like a nice gingerbread option. It just didn't last very long. Apples and oats. You guys know how I feel about apples and oats. It has been in my club for many, many years since it was first released, and then never brought back again because, of course, why would they bring it back? I love it. Everything that I love goes away. I swear. But it was back for Bring Back My Bar this past summer. Hopefully you put it in your club. It smells like a beautiful baked apples and a really cozy oatmeal note. I love it. The Wicked Emerald City. This is like a fall and holiday staple for me now. I missed it when it was first released, but I caught it on like a re-release situation. Purchased probably 12 or 14 or however many bars I did at the time. This just has these beautiful like mulling spices in it. Also has like a brandy note. It's just perfection. Honestly, absolute perfection here. If you've never tried this, you should. Winterberry apple tea is a staple for me every single year. Most of you guys are familiar with this one. It just is beautifully potent, perfectly spicy. This has always smelled like the fall and holiday version of sweet plum pastry to my nose. So I think that's why I love this one so much. All right, we have another apples and oats here. So we've got 2 of those. Almond croissant. There might be another almond croissant in here. This one is also in my club. Hopefully you tried this one with the always get my bar situation that was happening in November. I think today, December 1st, might be the last day for that. Don't quote me though. I think I saw December 1st. So hopefully you already got it. And of course the lighting's changing. Ugh, sorry guys. Bear with me. We're almost done, I promise. I look so dark. All right, Christmas cookie. This one is, it's pretty basic. It's just a bakery vanilla scent. It smells like a sugar cookie. It's delightful. This is nice for mixing with things, but it's nice on its own as well. Holiday Market, delightful. A lot of really nice citrus notes in this one. A very like nice, more sophisticated holiday type scent. Hopefully you got this one in the always get my bar situation that was just around that we were talking about. Cider and crimson berries. There should be at least 2 of these in here, or maybe not. Maybe I finished them all. I'll grab this. So the cider and crimson berries and then the apple harvest dreams. These were both in the harvest collection this year. I purchased, I think 4 or 5 sets of the harvest collection. I loved every single fragrance in that one. And if it's still available and you haven't tried it, I would definitely recommend it, or add them into your club to get like in the future at some point. But the cider crimson berries had a really beautiful pomegranate in it, as well as a strawberry. The strawberry might sound like it makes it really summery, but this was like a really nice fall scent. And then the apple harvest dreams, beautiful, delicious, slightly tart apple note here. It's perfectly sweet. I love this one. It's really, really good. Here's another Wicked Emerald City. Here is a sweet orange and evergreen, which I'm currently warming downstairs. This one is really good, you guys. This is, yeah, it's orange and a tree note. It's really good. I love citrus mixed with balsam or fir or evergreen or spruce or noodle, whatever it may be. Ode to Opulence. This was some random leftover from some other Bring Back My Bar back in the day. A nice perfumey scent, not anything that I'm like crazy gaga over, but this was nice. Sparkling Spiced Citrus. I think this one is currently available. I like this. This is a really nice, I would say mostly orange. There is a little, maybe, I feel like there's some spice in here, but it might just be like a lighter spice, like a cardamom maybe. I can't remember what the spice note is here, but anyway, this is really, really nice. It's a good juicy citrus scent for the holidays. So if you're in the market for something like that, and if this is, I think this is currently available. I'm not a consultant, so I always tell you guys, go talk to Lisa. She's who I buy all of this stuff from, and she is the one who keeps up with everything. I just honestly, I rely heavily on Lisa. Like, hey, is this still available? And normally she's like, no, girl, you missed that by like 3 months. So yeah, she's amazing. I love her. But I think she does get frustrated with me, like just like, I just forget stuff every single day of my life at this point. And then, you know, when I'm like talking to people, they'll be like, yeah, no, like, remember we talked about that? And I'll be like, did we? Guess we did. All right, 2 more bars. Happy birthday. We all know that I think this smells like funfetti birthday cake, but most people think this smells like chocolate marble cake. Whatever it smells like, I love it. It's been in my club forever. And then Moonlit Whisper, again, also part of the Harvest collection this past year. And this, oh, you guys, it's just a really beautiful vanilla. It's very light. It's very light. It's more of like a one room type of situation versus having like a significant throw that would allow you to like warm multiple spaces with a few cubes of this. But it is lovely. It's kind of along the lines of, I would say, Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works. This and the Exotic Vanilla to me smell very similar to Warm Vanilla Sugar. I think the Exotic Vanilla maybe smells a little bit more like Warm Vanilla Sugar, but this one also has some similarities. It's just really lovely. I love this one. So, finished a good amount of Scentsy. Definitely looking forward to finishing some more. I actually have a box. Maybe you can see there's the box. That is from the always get my bar situation that just happened. I still need to put those bars away. But yeah, most of that stuff honestly is specifically for December, the holiday season here. So maybe I should just bring that whole box downstairs and leave it down there. But yeah, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you finished up this past month in the comments down below in terms of home fragrance. I'd love to know what you guys were up to as well. Appreciate you being here. Alf says thank you for watching. Subscribe if you are new. Give this video a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the beauty empties. Right, buddy? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm excited. We're actually filming that video right after this, so he might need a potty break. So I'm gonna take him outside, take a little break, and then come right back up here and keep filming. So appreciate you being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Toodaloo.